Yes, Mheshimiwa Mushomba.
I can see you are forgetting that I needed to clarify something that
yes.
Honorable Shalai spoke about.
Yeah.
She clearly said that she has a communication from the CEO, Shah, and that communication says that any hospital that repels or disallows members of public from accessing health services is doing that illegally. I just wanted to mention that we are aware that there are county hospitals that are doing so voluntarily because they claim they do not have an agreement between the county government and the implementing authority called SHA. This intergovernmental participatory agreement.
Which hospitals are those?
Are supposed to have signed through their counties. And we understand that there are few counties that have yet to sign that agreement. That is to mean, if the county has not signed, all hospitals in that county are not part of the list of the hospitals that are supposed to be getting pre-authorization from SHA. And that is what the government is not telling Kenyans. So when you come and tell people here that any hospital that is telling you to go away is doing that illegally, yet there are counties that their governors have not yet signed this agreement, then I think the government is putting Kenyan citizenry in a circus of misinformation.
Yeah. So I think
why we should be asking ourselves.
We should give the names to Senator Manzo. Senator Manzo sits in Senate. He can summon those county governments.
We summon the ministers.
For me, I want a solution.
Hold on. Before you summon, I think we should be able to be honest. We should come out honestly and tell Kenyans, why are those governors not willing to sign? What are the issues? Because there are issues. Have we overlapped devolution? Are we somehow interfering with the processes of devolution to the extent that some governors are not comfortable with the handing over of the health function to SHA? Are we eating into their spaces? You know, this rushing of this transition has a lot of gaps.
Yes.
And we need to be honest with ourselves.
And you see,
we cannot assume.
Mushomba, where you and me sit, we are leaders. We were elected to do a job. And if there is challenges like that, because what has been happening, every time I get, I'm told that there is such and such a hospital that refused to admit people, I immediately deal with it. If there are governors who have not signed, that is the job of Senate. Because the governors are not in a position to say that we don't. When they had NHIF, they didn't complain. Now they have the similar thing but improved, and it's supposed to serve Kenyans better. How can it be in their power to decide that they are not signing? It is not their place to do that. And that is something. If that is happening, I would like you, Mheshimiwa Mushomba, give us the list of those names. I will personally write to Senate and ask Senate that you should summon those governors and say this is something wrong. You as a leader, can write to the Council of Governors, write to Governor Waiguru. She will and take action about it. That's what I'm saying. I refuse to be part of the people who come and sit on public television and cry and complain. Usually I deal with it head on immediately.
Right.
So let's have that list. I'm happy to help you.
No. I think we just need to be honest with ourselves. Do you want to tell us here, Gladys? Because you're saying that you are going to write. You want to tell me by the time the CEO of SHA sent you that letter you're reading for us on your phone, the CEO did not tell you that the biggest problem you're having is the migration from the county's health function to SHA? Because that's the biggest problem. And you're not telling each other the truth.
What we know is when they...
So they throw to you a letter like that and they want you to come to the national TV and say it is illegal for any hospital to turn off patients.
Yes.
And you look like you're not being realistic to the ground as a politician. Because your work is to make sure that your voters, my voters, access health facility everywhere they visit. So I think there's a problem. Because before they write a letter and say any hospital that is doing 1, 2, 3 is doing this illegally, they should have cleared their back office. And their back office is crowded with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unclear information. And that is why there's all this. And I said it from the word go. If these SHA systems are working efficiently, let me tell you, this is the best project the Kenya Kwanza government will have given as a gift to the people of Kenya.
Okay.
Because it's a wonderful system if it works well. But kuna kujifichania, unaona? We are hiding each other. It's like we are playing games. We are playing games. I think we are playing games so that we don't lose our functions at the county level. We don't lose the revenues we've been earning at the management.
And it is for us to resolve that issue.
And it is all
our job
problem.
as leaders to resolve it.
We are playing games.
Well, both of you are right. You're highlighting the problem. She's saying that you need to bring forth the solution.
Yes, because for me, if I'm told about a certain hospital, I call them immediately.
Right.
I had a young girl, Zedi, who needed to have a kidney transplant. I went to Moi Teaching Referral Hospital in Wasingishu.
Yep.
And the CEO told me, no, don't worry. Under shift, she will be able to have the transplant at no cost.
Okay.
You know, so you did. That's why we are leaders. That's why we were elected. Our job is, the moment a problem is flagged out, as a leader, you must resolve it. Okay. Whether it's by calling the hospital, whether it's by finding out, and that's how I got a copy of the letter on my WhatsApp, that has been sent to all hospitals. Good. The letters have been sent to all hospitals. And it is us to call out those hospitals. And whenever a patient is in hospital, the doctors take their Hippocratic oath or whatever it's called. The first thing they must do, if there is an emergency, they are not supposed to ask questions or even ask for money. Well, even today, you can, if there's an emergency and you rush to Nairobi Hospital, they're not supposed to ask you for money, they're supposed to treat you first. So what we need to do is to help the system work by calling out those hospitals who are defying the law, who are defying directives from their bosses, and who are not being honest.
Clearly, there's work to be done.
Because that is how, that's what I'm saying, it is our job to make it work. It is not our job to complain that it's not working.
So if we don't complain and we are the voice of the people, if we don't come here and tell people the voice of the people.
This interview happened some time ago, but many Kenyans have decided to revisit because it has a lot of weight. It carries something. It is exposing something. And this is what has happened, that the reality is that there are politicians who are very loyal to the president. In fact, that we tell them go right, they will go right. So Gladys Postule, the Deputy Speaker in the National Assembly, has come out to spill some beans, which have really left many Kenyans shocked on what is happening in the Kenya Kwanza administration and the politics of mtu wetu na Rais amesema.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, my colleagues who are here with us present today, the clergy led by Bishop Mayo, and the entire congregation of AIC Kipkorgot. I am grateful to be here to fellowship with you here today. It is a great day, and it's a day that we just give thanks. You know, I'm one of these people, I'm told to speak briefly, I speak briefly. Your Excellency, I'm your loyal foot soldier. When you tell me speak briefly, I speak briefly. If you tell me Gachagua ende nyumbani, Gachagua anaenda nyumbani. So I always follow orders, and I will follow those orders today, and therefore I'll be very brief. I've just come to say thank you, Your Excellency, for supporting this church. I also want to say thank you very much to Honorable Sudi, who spearheaded the construction of this church. Thank you very much, Engineer Daktari. We appreciate you. And I also want to say thank you to the building committee, which I saw that there was only one woman in that particular building committee. I have noted that, Bishop. I hope we shall correct that going forward. But we appreciate you, Chairman. You have done a fantastic job to have built it through a very short time. That we truly appreciate. And also, I just want to say thank you to the clergy for praying for us, for always supporting the government, and for always protecting the president. We also want to thank God for our president. And I think the congregation, we must know that if this country does not transform under William Ruto, it will never transform. So it is our duty as Christians that we hold him in prayer so that God may give him the focus and the strength to be able to steer this country to the right direction. And I have no doubt in my mind that Kenya is going to be great and is destined for greatness. So kanisa tunaomba mutishike mkono. And today I also want to say thank you, particularly to the youth choir, and also to the youth dance group, the ones that danced. Because I grew up in AIC, you know that. And I moved to Baptist because the praise and worship team was not exciting enough for me. But today, when I saw the changes that you have made, I am going to come back to AIC, but I will allow me to join the Sunday school. So hiyo WhatsApp group ya kujenga Sunday school, mimi nitakuwa hapo. And Your Excellency, the day you will be opening it, I shall be dancing with the young people here on stage. So asanteni sana, nitakuwa na nyinyi hiyo ujenzi, mimi mwenyewe nita spearhead ya Sunday school, because I believe the youth are the future of this country. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Makofi kwa